Okay, there it goes. There it goes. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the first ever Jarnia Roundtable. As Bud, my buddy Bud, has made it, has called it, and I like that name. We came up with Roundtable because we want to be equals. Like we're all together. We're all equals whenever we're here. Of course, everywhere. This is gonna be like an introductory video. This is gonna be an introductory stream session that we're gonna have. Hopefully it takes off. We'll see what happens. But basically, we're going to be talking about all sorts of things streaming wise, all sorts of things when it comes to like that you can apply in your everyday life, like at your job or anything like that. I just have different views than a lot of other people have. I'm very the entrepreneurial type of person, and I have a lot of my views tend to go that route. Aside from like working a traditional job and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. We're going to be getting feedback. I am streaming live right now as well. We're going to be getting feedback from everybody in the Joker squad. So we're going to be talking back and forth. So as you know, we're making talking points and stuff like that. As you know, you guys want to ask questions or type in a scenario that you guys are dealing with, we can deal with that as well. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So first and foremost, I had put some stream suggestions out there for or in the stream suggestions part of the Discord. I put it out there to see what we would get back and see what we should kind of talk about. And the first thing is like my story, like what got me to stream and stuff like that. So basically I had friends that kind of got me into streaming. They're like, you know, I think you have the personality for it. And I was like, yeah, probably not. I'm super nervous and super like shy usually most of the time. So yeah, we'll see. I was like, we'll see how that goes. I tried it out. I loved it. And I'm a people person. So like every aspect of my life, every job that I've ever had, has pretty much led me up to streaming. I think it was what I was meant to do, believe it or not. But anyway, but yeah, so that's kind of my story. Like I said, I'm a people person. I've always taken jobs where I talk to people. The last job I had right before this, I didn't talk to anybody but my coworkers, and that was kind of I talked to there was no customer interaction, and I missed that. So when I started streaming, I got that again, the interactions with people, and I love that. And so we kind of just, you know, after a couple months of streaming, I kind of just said, this is what I was meant to do. Shy Joker, yes, believe it or not. But yeah. So anyway, that's kind of like my story, my backstory. There's different things that motivate me for streaming, for doing like when I used to work full-time jobs, things that kind of got me out of the bed in the morning. Of course, I have my family, my wife, my girls, that I have to take care of financially and, you know, protect them, as a father, as a husband. Joker was shy. I was, dude. I'm still very shy. Thought we kind of saw Shy Joker at Twitch. I know, dude. I know, but yeah, I'm super shy. It's weird. It's weird because I seem very outgoing, but yeah, I'm not. I'm really not. But so yeah, like they're my motivation. They're why I do everything. Another thing that motivates me is people, talking to people, and like you guys motivate the heck out of me. It's always a good time. It's always evolving what we're doing. Like I said, this is our first time ever doing something like this. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be going up on YouTube. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If this is kind of the basis of it, if we can help somebody in their streams, in their everyday lives, just have a different outlook. Because sometimes we get worked up in our everyday lives. We go and we're just living our lives. We're kind of going through the motions, and you don't really sit back and kind of like, you know, you think, oh, you know, I'm kind of like, I go to this job, you know, I do what I do at my job. I come home, it's so boring or whatever. You kind of get in that mental state where it's just the same thing over and over and over. And this is kind of just maybe just a different aspect to it, like a step back, kind of get somebody else's perspective. And if that helps somebody, then good, awesome, fantastic. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do is help people. 75% of Americans hate their job. That sucks. And it you know, you see, I think it's because the way that most people see their job is that they're gonna make a living so that they can be better, right? They can do better. They can live financially free, I don't know how that's supposed to happen with a traditional job. Now, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. A lot of this stuff is going to be just my opinion. A job should only be to finance your dreams, plain and simple. You should only ever have a job if you have a clear objective of what your dream is, and you should be working toward that dream. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing that a job should ever be used for. 100%. 100% of this guy. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like everything you do should be putting all your effort into your dream. Oh, absolutely. I love my job as well. And that's why we're here. It's amazing. So yeah, and that's the thing. Like, so when you go to work, right? When you go to work each and every day, you're working your butt off, or you're not, whatever the case may be. You're working the way you're working, but you're making money for the people in charge. You're basically financing their dreams, right? So when I hear people talk about, that they're, they come home, they're just a little too tired to stream or a little too tired to do anything else. Like, I understand that, and that's absolutely fine. If you're too tired to do something, don't do it. That's fine. But at the same time, like, you need to put the same type of dedication to your dreams as you do to your work. Like, would you come home, if you had a second job, would you come home and just say, you know what? I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not going to go into work today. If you can honestly say, I would call off, then okay, then don't stream. But if you would go in to that second job, if you would report to work the way you are feeling right now, if you would report to work, then you should stream. If that's your thing, if streaming is your thing. Do you tell people IRL that you stream? I do tell people that I stream IRL, Rocket. And a lot of people at first, they kind of look at it where it's like, oh, that's not a real job. I don't think I've ever worked a job that I've put so many hours into. I've never had I will tell you right now, I've never had a job that I put as much hours as I do streaming. It is work. It is work. But it's awesome, and I love it. Yeah, but the difference is the second job pays. Starting to stream doesn't pay. That's true, Curveball. It takes a while to get to where it's bringing in income. Absolutely true. Very good point, Curveball. I like that. So this is the thing. So what you're doing when you're streaming, if streaming is your second job, what you're doing is you're investing your time into your stream. You're investing your time. Now, if you put just as much effort as you do in your job into your stream, eventually, the hope is that eventually it will pay you like a second job. And then eventually, maybe it can become your job. And then that will be your future. Now, I'm also a huge believer in not everybody should stream. I know that's a shocker. But I do believe that not everybody should stream. I've known people that while they're streaming, they get very agitated they get wrapped up into different things. Oh, my numbers aren't where they're supposed to be. Nobody ever hangs out. Stuff like that. Like, you cannot be worrying about that stuff. First off, everybody starts off with 0 viewers. Everybody. I came into contact with one individual from somebody else's stream that shall remain nameless, but they were going on and on about, oh, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of streaming for only a couple of people and they don't talk or nothing. I'm sick of it. And I'm like, whoa. I've never been that. I've never been at that stage before. So I was like, okay, this is probably a new streamer. We'll see what happens. So I asked them, how long you been streaming? And I was so ready to say, everybody starts off, they've been streaming for 3 years. And I was like, whoa. Okay. Takes a certain person to stream. It does. So now this person that has been streaming for 3 years, they're going through this. People, they have very low views. They have, they don't have the passion to stream, obviously. And then I'm like, okay, well then what's wrong? What are you doing? Are you rewatching your streams? And they're like, no, I don't have time to rewatch my streams. I'm like, whoa. Well, how do you know if you can honestly say that you would watch your own stream, keep on doing what you were doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. But if you can say, you know what, I don't think I could sit there and watch myself or watch this guy, it being yourself. I don't think I could watch this stream. Well, then you need to change something. Something else needs to change. You need to either, like, I don't know, do a complete overhaul, play different games, be entertaining. Then I asked him, well, are you talking when people come in? And he's like, no, I don't talk unless they're talking to me. I'm like, well, then, you see, you got to be talking. You have to be talking, even if it's to your bots. I mean, when you first started streaming, you talk to your bots. I mean, that's the only people in your streaming viewer list is your bots. You just talk to them. Who cares? Who cares what you're saying? As long as you're talking when people come in. People don't want to just see somebody just stationary there and just not talking at all, just sitting there like just completely boring. That's it. Like, nobody wants to see that. Monologuing, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just saying what you're doing, whatever you're thinking in the game, whatever you're thinking, just talk. That's what it's all about. Would you still encourage them? Like the people that are completely done with it, Rocket? Okay, so I will encourage people until they show that it affects them so negatively that I would just say, okay, you need to find something else. Then if you enjoy playing games, play the games. See, I'm a huge believer in this thing. I've said that a couple of times already. But anyway, you need to have a why. Why are you doing anything in life? It could be your job. It could be anything. What is your why? Now, when you apply that to streaming, what is your why in streaming? Why do you stream? It needs to be a compelling why. It needs to be something like with a great basis, a great foundation. It needs to be something very, very strong. If streaming is your thing, if you want it to be your thing, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I love video games." Okay, then play video games. Don't stream. Like, and it's hard. It's hard to tell people because when people are set in their minds, like, I want to be a streamer. I want to be a streamer. Okay, then that's fine. You can, but just do not get discouraged because you're doing it because you love games. That's fine. It's fine if you love games. But you need something stronger. To me, the love of video games is not a strong enough why to do it. It's just not. If it is for you, if you're like completely passionate about the video games and that's your why and that's going to take you forward, then that's amazing. It's not for me. That's it. You inspired me. I'm quitting buying a computer and becoming a streamer. There you go, Curveball. You do it, buddy. How do you be unique among all the streamers? Okay, so that's the thing, Rocket. That's good. That's a good question. Now, being unique, being completely different, you don't necessarily have to be different than others. You just have to do what you do. And now this is my opinion. This is my opinion. Be true to you. Be true to you. Be yourself. Don't put on an act because people will see right through it. I would never be able to, I've said this before in stream, but I would never be able to create a character and be this character on stream. That sounds exhausting. Now, people can do that, and that's fine. I stream 12 hours a day, by the way. 12 hours a day. That sounds exhausting. I don't think I could do half that stream if I was putting on an act and playing a character. You know what I'm saying? So going back to, like, the people who I think shouldn't stream is if you are not able to take the criticism, the trolls, the low numbers to start off with, then maybe you should look into something else as your venture. Like, become a part of the community. You know, you can not be a streamer, but be an amazing part of Twitch or, you know, whatever platform it is. You can be an amazing, absolutely fantastic mod. You can be an absolutely fantastic part of the community and help boost other people up. No, I'm not talking about numbers or anything, but boost their morale. Go out and find those streamers like yourself that, you know, and go and talk to them. Make them be the person that you wanted to have in your chat. You know, like, you can make somebody's day. Oof, been there, done that. Yeah, so exhausting. Yeah, creating a character, absolutely. But let's see. Yeah, I really like just hanging out with you. That's what you're. Oh, I appreciate that, Rocket. I appreciate that. Your policy on trolls is the best I've seen. Yeah, you see, I like trolls because a lot of times these people haven't actually been, you know, like, stopped and say, hey, welcome. Like, if you're going to troll, that's fine. If you're going to, number one, if you're going to troll, that's fine. Two, if you're gonna troll me, that's fine. If you're gonna be just completely obnoxious and if you're gonna be racist or homophobic or anything like that, if you're gonna be any of that stuff, then we can ban you and get you out of here, and that is absolutely fine. But if you want to become a part of the community and become part of something a little bit bigger than yourself, then you're more than welcome to stay. We'll go ahead and take off that last comment that you made or whatever, and you're absolutely welcome to stay. And like, I love doing that because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they're like, whoa, okay. If they're gonna continue to troll, I've had a couple of trolls tell me this. Okay, I was gonna troll, but you're too nice. I'm gonna go to somebody else, and that's like that's insane, right? Like that's awesome. I appreciate that. You shouldn't be trolling anybody, but I appreciate that. Exactly, Curveball. Exactly. Yep. Yep. And once from talking about Curveball. Yeah. That's hilarious. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, you just need a compelling why of why you do things. My why, just to throw it out there, I think a lot of people already kind of know this, but I love to serve people. The service of people, that to me, that's my why. Of course, I got my family and my wife and my girls, and it's easy to say this is also a thing about myself, about my personality. They are, of course, my motivation, but when it comes to you solo, you by yourself, your why, what do you want out of life? That is kind of falls on you alone. Because although the decisions that I make affect my family, right? They affect my family. But me personally, my why, the reason why I do things is to serve people. And that's not a lie. That's not an exaggeration. I serve people because I absolutely love to help people. I love to help people. I've held every single job in the banking industry, and I always go back to the teller. I always loved being a teller because you see the most people, and generally speaking, when people are coming to deposit money or get money, they're happy. I didn't like being a manager. I did not like being the manager. But yeah, it's hilarious. Just like you and your stuff. Oh, exactly, bud. Yeah, exactly. Preach, sister. What's going on, Othello? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm trying to make people watch YouTube. But yeah, so the going forward with these Jarnia roundtables are going to be is basically we're going to try to help people, right? Because like I said, that's my why. That's what drives me, is to help people. This one is going to be very introductory. This is going to be kind of like so you can kind of see what we talk about. And these conversations happen all the time live on Twitch, which of course this is going to be going up on YouTube, and it's the exact same name on Twitch. But anyway, if you ever have any questions on anything that we talked about now, what we're going to be talking about in the future, you can always come and check us out. I stream Monday through Friday, 12 hours a day. So basically, if you're awake, I'm streaming. So it's basically 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pretty easy to remember. But yeah, I hope this helps anybody. I don't know. And the next, so just to kind of tell you what we're going to be talking about next in future episodes or in the stream in general is depression. We're going to be touching on depression. And hopefully this grows to be something big. I really hope that, like right now, it's just me talking. I really hope that this becomes something bigger and better. If we eventually become kind of like a podcast, or if we have multiple people coming in and we just like, I don't know if it would be like an interview style or whatever. If you have any comments, if you have anything, any suggestions, you can either post them in the bottom. You can either hop into our Discord, which I'll leave a link underneath the video. I think it's going to be good. Just have an open dialect. If you guys have any issues with streaming, if you guys have any questions about anything else, we're going to be talking about stuff like that. Motivation, depression. We're going to be touching base on all those subjects. So yeah, come check us out. But for now, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See ya. Oh yeah. Peace.